Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am super excited because I'm trying out the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I've seen so many gorgeous looks on Instagram and I fell in love with the color story of this palette. I mean, like, come on. It's absolutely stunning and I loved how the shadows turned out. I have my little star earrings in and my NASA little sweatshirt that I got from Target just to, you know, set the mood. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get right into the tutorial. So I already showered and I put some lotion on my face. I used the OC Malibu Atmosphere Protection Cream Moisturizer and my skin feels pretty good, so I'm probably not going to put anything else on because I don't want it to get too greasy. When it starts to get colder out, I tend to go for more of a dewy foundation, so I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I'm going to take it on an M6 brush from Morphe. I don't have a discount code, so you can't use anything for 10% off, sorry. And I'm just gonna buff it into my skin. I already did my brows because I thought of the genius idea to wax my brows at home. And yeah, it didn't go as planned. So I did my brows off camera because I butchered them. And they need some serious TLC right now, so I didn't want to have to put you guys through that. But anyways, I'm moving on to concealer, and I'm also going to be using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 260. And I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eyes, on my forehead, on my chin, on my nose, you know, you'll see. Basically just like draw a bunch of lines on your face.
No rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song.
And then I like to take the same brush that I use that has like a little bit of leftover foundation on it just to blend it out so it blends out more evenly and nicely. And first I just go in with tapping motions just to kind of push the product into my skin. And then to blend it out even more, then I'll just start to drag it.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Alright, and now moving right along to setting powder. I'm going to be taking the Kylie Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to be taking it on a Morphe E49. It's like a flat, fluffy brush. And I'm just going to dip into the product, get it on the brush, and then tap off the excess in the lid, and then I'll use the extra as I need it. I'm going to start patting it underneath my eyes to set the concealer. And then I like to push a little bit extra down the sides of my nose because that's where I get the most oily.
Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the...
Alright, so on just any big fluffy brush that you have, I'm just going to wipe off the excess powder.
We'll go, through the wastelands, through the...
Now moving on to contouring, I'm also going to be using a Kylie product. I'm going to be using the Kylie bronzer in the shade Almond. So on a Morphe E4 brush, it's an angled fluffy brush. I'm just going to tap it into the bronzer, dust off the excess. And I saw in the Tati video, you're not supposed to suck in your cheekbones like that when you do your bronzer or like contour, but I can't help it, and like I feel like that helps me kind of like find my guide, but also your guide should be from the corner to your mouth to the tip of your ear. So like this is essentially where your contour should go. And I always start off by kind of like patting it. I keep saying like, I need to stop saying the word like, I'm sorry. So basically what I start off by doing is I kind of just map out where I'm gonna put my contour. So I'll just kind of start patting it on, and then once I am happy and I know where I'm going, then I'll just start like going in. And if you want more of a defined line, you could turn the brush this way so that it's thinner and go like this. But if you want it, then if you want to blend it out, you could turn the brush flat this way and blend it out. So I really like this brush. It's very versatile. And this is the Morphe E4 brush. Then I like to just hit my forehead a little bit, underneath my chin. Also just so like I don't really get a white cast, whatever's left over on the brush, just like to wipe it kind of underneath my eyes and everywhere that I put that setting powder, just to make sure that there's no flashback, because I've had embarrassing moments where I thought I was like looking all cute and then I got some serious flashback in pictures and they're like ruined. So I have a very round tip on the edge of my nose, so I just make lines here, here, and underneath, just to kind of like shorten it up a little bit. I almost draw kind of a triangle on the edge, on the end of my nose. I always do my highlighter last, because depending on what kind of eye look I do, if I go for a more golden look, I'll use more golden highlighter, but if I do like a more cool toned look, I'll go for a more cool toned highlighter. So I'm just gonna do blush before I do eyes. And this is just another angled brush, but it's by BH Cosmetics. It came in like a pack. It's a number 4 angled fluffy brush. And the Kylie Cosmetics Baddie on the Block blush is my absolute favorite blush I've ever used in my whole entire life. I just smile like this and I pat it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I start to drag it back into my contour. So since my face is very powdered up right now, I'm gonna just spray a little bit of the Anastasia Dewy Setting Spray just to rehydrate my face a little bit so it's not looking all crusty. Are you kidding me? I just dug out a chunk of this gorgeous eyeshadow with my finger. I'm so annoying. God. Anyways. Okay, moving on to the moment that I've been waiting for. The Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I know I'm a little bit late to the game on this one, but I'm so excited. I was so drawn to these colors. These colors are right up my alley, especially this teal right here. I really want to use it today. And yeah, I just clawed out a chunk of eyeshadow in here, but it's okay. And the packaging on this, like, are you kidding me? And this was not sent to me. None of these products were sent to me. Wish they were. I love you so much, but it's okay. As always, the opinions are my own. I'm not being paid to say or do any of this. I'm doing this with my own free time because I love it. I'm gonna be priming my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer. And I'm gonna be taking on a Morphe M421 brush. Why am I having so much trouble with this? And I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. And then once I have it spread out, I'm gonna just start patting it on to set it so it doesn't get streaky. This eyeshadow base is a little bit tricky to blend out because it's so light. You want to make sure that like it's more concentrated towards the center of your eye, and then it kind of like blends out. All right, so now that my eyeshadow base is on, it's time to move on to the star of the show. I'm gonna start off by taking the shade Libra right here. It's like a light pinky, like purple mauve-y shade. I'm gonna grab it out of Morphe M330 fluffy brush. I'm just gonna pack this onto my crease and blend it out using windshield wiper motions. The pigment's really nice. Like this is just one pass through. And it's showing up really nicely and it's blending out nicely. I'm gonna grab a little bit more and really just pack it on to make the color nice and bright. This is a gorgeous color. That's looking really good so far. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with this shade Off Balance, and I'm gonna be using the same Morphe M330 brush. And I'm just gonna blend that out right underneath my crease where I put that first color and on my outer V, just to deepen it up a little bit, give it a little bit of dimension and make it a little bit darker. And then I like to just drag my eyeshadow upwards like this. because I'd rather my eyes go more like upwards than like out or down. That's just what I like to do. I'm just gonna switch to an even more precise brush, a Morphe M139, and I'm gonna dip into the shade Karma. It's this brown shade right here because it's not quite as dark as I want it. And again, I'm really just gonna focus it underneath that first pink shade. Yeah, that's better. I really want to do something with this teal. I don't know why. I really like the Anastasia brushes that it comes with. I like this side better though. I don't really use this side. It's kind of like rough and like hurts to blend it out on your eye. But I'm gonna dip into the shade Haze. That's this teal shade right here. And I'm just gonna pack that on the inner corner of my eye. Oh my god. That is so nice. Yeah, I love that. This color is gorgeous. So I pretty much just focused the shade Haze right on the inner corner of my eye, and I didn't let it go past the center of my eyelid because I'm gonna put another color there, but I just wanted to brighten it up like right in here, and the shade is really pretty. So I'm really happy with that decision. And I thought that it might like get really muddy with all like the colors going on, but it's actually really not. I can't decide what shade I want to put here. I want to put like a shimmer shade here. I'm thinking about like these two, Mercury and Nebula. I think I'm gonna go for the shade Mercury and just on my finger and just hope for the best. So I'm just gonna put this. Oh god, did I make a mistake? I don't think I like that. I took the shade First Mercury and I just put that right in the center of my eyelid. I'm gonna use my finger. I feel like a finger works better for these cream shadows. So I'm just focusing this right in the center. Just ever so slightly blending it out with my finger. And then ever so slightly right next to it, I'm taking the shade Nebula, which is more of a pressed glitter shade, and I'm putting it right over that, but then also blending it out on top of the teal color. And then I think I'm also going to take a little bit of this like white cream glitter shade, Supermoon, and on the very inner corner. A little bit of that. Wow, that shade is really pretty. Okay, yeah, that's amazing. I'm just taking a really, really tiny flat brush. I'm just gonna go in again with that shade Supermoon just to really press it on. And if you ever have any fallout, I always just take a fluffy brush and I like wisp eyeshadow away. But also you could put a little bit, you could put a little bit of setting powder underneath your eyes and then wipe it away. I'm gonna just do my eyeliner off camera really quick because I'm bad at it, so I will be right back. So I just did my liner. I did a nice little wing and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I didn't want to risk messing it up, that's why I did it off camera. I'm gonna grab a Morphe E36 really teeny tiny brush and I'm gonna grab that teal shade Haze. And I'm just gonna put it in my tear duct and about halfway underneath my lash line. I feel like it got lost a little bit in the glitter, so I just want it to show up a little bit stronger. So I'm just gonna go over with a little bit more. And then on another clean Morphe E36 brush, I'm gonna grab the shade Off Balance. And I'm just gonna blend that into the teal shade and into my outer V. And on a clean, fluffy blending brush, this is a ColourPop E2 brush. I'm just gonna blend out that first shade that I put on my brow bone. Just gonna blend it up more towards my brow bone before I put my brow highlight on. I think I'm gonna grab this pink shade, Cosmic. It's like a pink sparkly shade, and I'm going to take that on the same brush, a very little bit, and I'm just gonna dust that right. Oh my god, these colors are so like bright and pigmented. Just gonna dust that on my brow bone. Literally, I just tap, like a tap into it, and it's like so bright. So for mascara today, I'm going to be using my favorite mascara, the Pacifica Dream Big. I love their wand. It like really grips and like pulls your lashes up. I don't know if it used to be like a huge thing where you put on mascara after you put on your false lashes, but I never do that. I always put the mascara on first, and I make all the weird mascara faces. I feel like it just preps your real lashes for the false lashes, you know what I'm saying? My favorite drugstore lashes of all time are the Ardell 853s. Don't get me wrong, I love a good lily lash, like really fluffy, nice, like luxury lash, but these lashes, the band is so comfortable, and these give you the same like Lily Lashes Miami vibe, and I've reused these like multiple times, so these are amazing if you're balling on a budget. I use the Tarte black lash glue. So I'm just spreading a nice thick layer of lash glue on. I'm gonna let it dry or let it cure for about 30 seconds to a minute before I put it on. You want the eyelash glue to be tacky so that when you put it on, it sticks. It's not like wet and it pops right off. Like, see how easy that was? I have to quickly try to finish this video because my camera keeps overheating, and then now my battery's dying and I don't have another battery, so we're just gonna power through this. So now moving on to highlighter, I'm trying out the Anastasia Snowflake Loose Highlighter. Oh, that is blinding. It actually doesn't look that bad with my skin tone. It's just like there's a highlighter on your face. I like to put a little bit on my temples, or not my temples, like right on my forehead. I just put highlighter. Wow, these Anastasia loose highlighters are the real freaking deal. And then I like to just go in with my blush brush again and just blend everything together. Now for lips, I'm gonna use the Carly Bible Il Makiage collection, and I'm gonna use the lip liner in the shade Bible. Bit of shine and shimmer, I'm going to be using the Carly Bible Il Makiage lip topper in the shade Supernova, and I'm just going to put that right on my Cupid's bow and in the center of my lower lip. I've been obsessed with her lip collection. I can't stop using it. Alright, I'm going to give myself one more final spray. Alright, and I think that that's all I have for today. I absolutely love how it turned out, and I'm definitely gonna create more looks using this palette, so make sure you follow me on Instagram at LexWestMUA so that you don't miss any of the looks that I post, and make sure you click the subscribe button down below. My face might be floating around here, maybe here. Comment down below anything you want, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!